In today's video, we're going to be getting our John Deere 7000 corn planter out from under this equipment shed. The equipment shed got took down by Hurricane Helene, and the waters washed all our row units and all this brush and debris in. So we're going to be trying to get it out from under the corn planter, and we're going to be getting this equipment shed off of the corn planter, and we're going to be pulling it out to change the wheels to take it to Johnson City. So we over here getting gas at the Black Diamond, and up there is a fire tire. I'll show y'all a clip of it whenever we get done. We're up here on the fire tire. Right there's the big Black Diamond. There's the Dollar General, and then come all the way over here, and that's where we go to the farm at. If y'all have watched our channel before, you've seen me work many nights under this equipment shed. I had the corn planter parked under it because it was on a little bit higher ground. I definitely didn't think the water would get out there in the middle of the road, but it did. Like I said, it took that fertilizer spreader from this corner of the equipment shed and it put it out there in that field. It brought this truck from somebody's yard, crumbled it up just like a little tin can, and set it down right here and left it. If you can see that cabin down there, it brought it and set it on the side of the creek bank from that little pavilion shed right up there. The cabin was sitting in there and it floated all the way down this road until it winded up down there. It washed everything right here in. It washed these boards. Well, these boards were washed in. It knocked our office off of the foundation, and so it's touching over here now. This is where the front corner used to sit, and it used to go out this way with those stakes right there. This is what our road looks like now. In some places it is 5 to 6 feet deep. Right there we've got it filled in. It was like that all the way down to our entrance gate. This is another part that we had to fill in for tree harvest. And right here's where we had to stop because we had to get the trees out. And so this is what's left to fill in our road. This is where our bridge used to be. And this is how I get across the creek now. Here's some pieces of the old cribbing from our bridge. And on that side, on the left, those logs, that's all that are left. This is what our property looked like before we came in and started carrying everything out with tractor buckets and using the dozer to smooth everything out. And this is after. This pavilion is where the cabin was sitting before the flood. It washed all the way down this road and wound up where y'all saw it down there. This road is how we get our vehicles across now. And let me get down here. And y'all can see how high that bridge used to be, and the water was 1 to 2 feet above it. Alright, we've got across, and this is the way to the other side of the creek. This is what Mother Nature did. And right here's where our bridge used to be. Actually, it used to look like that. And there was a nice pretty wooden bridge. So you're eye level with me right now, and this is what my sweet corn field looks like. We've already started putting a little fill in here. but I'm gonna have to get a bunch of topsoil to top this off, and we've still got a lot of work to do. Some of these spots are 6 to 10 feet high, especially this part where it came in directly from the creek. That's one of the tallest parts, and where I was standing is the other tallest part. It's washed a bunch of creek rock and a bunch of silt into where my sweet corn was. You can see my old corn stalks, and so we're gonna try to get this worked up and maybe plant some watermelon or who knows in here. Like I said, this is how we've been getting our equipment across. We just don't have a bridge, so this is the only way for right now. But you can't beat that view. I had to let the marker arm down, but I got that off. It bent this, but I don't use them tanks anyway, so I'll just take that off. But it's laying right here, so I'm gonna try to get this stuff out, and then we'll be able to pull it out. So y'all stay tuned for that. So we've got this wheel jacked up. I ain't really sure how to do this, but my thinking is we're just gonna take this bolt out, and there's a bolt right back here on this side. I'm gonna try to take both those out and we will see what happens. Y'all can see while we're replacing these tires, there's hunks missing out of them. They are dry rotted. I mean, just look at all them cracks. There's hunks that are just missing out of the sides of the tires. So it's time for some new ones. If we're gonna keep this thing and rebuild it, we might as well just throw some tires on it. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is unhook these chains. You just use your idler pulley right here, get it loose, and you take these chains off, and then it's time to take this bolt out, and then you got your wheel off. So I couldn't do this with one hand, but this is your idler pulley right here. You just take it and grab it, and that spring holds tension on it. Once you get it out of there and loosened up, then you can mess with that chain from this to this, and that idler pulley will really loosen it up, and then you can just take it and you take it off and just put it over here to the side. And once you get that bolt and that bolt out, then you'll have your wheel off, and it'll look like this. On the back side of this wheel is this piece that will hold your idler pulley on, and your idler pulley goes in between that piece and this, and so that's how it works. But we'll get that other wheel off and we'll take them to Johnson City. taking this off, you do not want to jack it up first, because I did that on the other wheel, and then all your stuff will get kind of cockeyed. So you just want to leave it down, just have your support right there, and leave it at the level it was at. So now that we got our chain off, our bolt out, and all our idler pulleys are out of the way and everything, we're going to jack this thing up and kind of see what happens. That's going to break everything loose, hopefully. And I just heard that thing fall out. So you can see right there where that connects in. And this piece goes with this face. It's got a little face right here that is indented, and then you've got a face that's outside, lifted a little bit. The space that's lifted goes inside the idler pulley, and then the space that is indented goes on this side to your wheel. So now we got both wheels off. Both sides are looking like this. We've got it blocked up, and here's how them idler pulleys are gonna look. So we're gonna go to Birchfield Tire, get us 2 new used tires, and we'll be back up here tomorrow to put them on.